Hey HDDA and welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. As you can see, we are now a nice little blue blob on the map after we took out the Action Empire, and I have been already repairing my economy a little bit. Well, repairing is maybe not the correct word for it, considering we have a pretty nice cash flow at the moment, although it's a little bit off every now and then because, apparently my advisors really want me to build ships, but we are definitely not going to do that. Other than, of course, we are going to be building a few colony ships because, well, there's a few colonies that I want to get going. And apparently the Boscara collective leader was assassinated. Wow. Okay, I guess that's a thing that could happen. Let's see. So, what I actually did is I went through all our colonies and made sure we, at pretty much every colony of a decent size, we built an administration center. So that's one of these things. As you can see, we're currently building one over here, and as soon as it gets completed, could be fun to actually watch that, our corruption loss should drop down quite a bit. As you see, it went down from 50% to 35%. Basically giving us another 10k of income. So getting these administration centers up and running is really worthwhile. Now, we already have one on this planet already. We are currently expanding further on that. Right now, this planet is actually costing us a lot of money for the simple reason that we are currently assimilating this planet. That will actually take quite a long time, considering these Harkonis are with a lot of them. There's 6 billion of them, and they don't like us because we just took over their homeworld. Makes sense, but we're not too worried about that. And as you can see, once this support cost goes down to a more manageable level, and the corruption loss goes down to a more manageable level, we should actually be making a lot of money from this planet as well. So that's going to be really nice. Something else that we have done is I rearranged some of our fleets. We're actually going to set these fleets to be allowed to engage within, let's say, 1/3 of their fuel range. Maybe we'll even set them to 50%, honestly. And the reason for that is that this will actually allow them to kind of chase down some of these pirates that are all over the place, apparently. Really annoying, honestly. But we haven't really focused on doing that at all. We are currently doing exactly the same with these invasion fleets. We're allowing them to roam around at 50% of their fuel range. The attack fleet, same thing. Feel free to move around and kill some stuff while you're at it. And that should hopefully allow us to kind of get more control over our space. We've let the pirates kind of do their thing for a long time. That's not necessarily what we want to do. Okay, we have actually captured an enemy spy. That's interesting. Okay, so we are now doing pretty well in terms of our fleets, protecting our bases and things like that. If we zoom out a little bit, get a better overview. Now, the other empires are kind of sprawling all around and nabbing small little colonies here and there. All in all, I don't think we're doing all that bad. We are now the second largest, best scoring, I should say, race in the galaxy. Only second to the Varlanar conformity, which are all the way here in the corner, remember. We're not really in a position to go and deal with them. Although, technically, we could invade them from this side and then try to kind of nibble away at them from this area. Not entirely sure whether we want to do that. They do seem to have a pretty impressive fleet, is the word I was looking for. So yeah, we should definitely think before we do in that regard. We are upgrading a lot of stuff. We are going to investigate all these abandoned ships because technically they tend to give you very interesting bonuses and nice overpowered ships while they're at it. Speaking of ships, do we actually have any ships that are currently not in the fleet? We're going to have a pop-ups for a lot of these things, aren't we? This is a frigate. It's a really powerful frigate, actually. We are going to assign this to the second attack fleet. What are these? These are destroyers. There's a whole bunch of destroyers, actually. All not part of any fleet. Oh, these are all ships we captured from the... interesting. That we captured from the other empire. Let's see. So we're also going to assign these to that attack fleet. What type of ships are these? More destroyers. Those are a lot of destroyers. Let me see. So that second attack fleet now has... Oh, I actually didn't actually join them to that. I was about to say, these are a lot of destroyers to have just roaming around. Let's have some of them join the second attack fleet. Which is now actually stronger than the first attack fleet. So these are what? Frigates. So let's add these frigates to the first attack fleet. Those are both a pretty decent size now. And then we have some more frigates over here and some destroyers actually as well. And let's join these to a new fleet. Let's call this the third attack fleet. And the third attack fleet is going to do what? Yeah, go investigate, go investigate. Third attack fleet, where are you? Over here. We are going to have you fly around somewhere over here. That's going to be your home base. And you are going to go and attack, and you are going to attack within 50% of field range. That's just fine. You can go and rebuild that ship. We can now build some more wonders. That's going to be interesting. That's fine. Let's build some more of these things. We actually did have troop transports as well, apparently. Interesting. Wow, these are a lot of troop transports. And we have some more frigates. And some destroyers. That's actually a lot of them. These are escorts. Wow, these are a lot of ships that we apparently conquered. Let's all join those to the third attack fleet as well. Now, these are all fuel tankers, so we don't necessarily want them to be in the fleets. I prefer my fuel tankers to actually just fly around and do their thing. There is some escorts and stuff like that, but we are not too fussed about that at all. Where's our third attack fleet now? It's actually... it has a pretty decent size as well. You are roaming around there. So what we probably want to do with those guys is set them to have this as their home system. Hello, home system. There we go. And there you go. Let's just leave them alone for a little while. We actually got a tech breakthrough from repairing a troop transport, so that's good. We don't want to build any stations at the moment, because what I think we need to do is actually upgrade some of our things before we start and do that. There has been a tsunami. That's not a good thing. And we definitely do not want to build any of this. Okay, so we have some area weapons research completed as well. That's probably from stealing that from someone else. That's not a bad thing. Well, stealing is a bad thing, but stealing technology, progress for everything, right? Let's make sure we have set all our research locations, because this is going to be really useful. Unless, of course, it's on the other side of the world. That's not going to be very helpful. Most of this does seem to be exactly that. So that seems to be taking care of that. Let's go to Gurki for a moment. So on our colony, I think we just unlocked another wonder that we could build. Colonies, Gurki. Oh, apparently these are already set to build automatically. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure I didn't assign you to do this. Don't get me wrong, this was exactly where I was thinking to build it, so the AI is doing its job there. But that does make me wonder why it is building that automatically, because I don't remember setting any policies like that. Planetary facility building. Suggestions. So why are you building them? I might have accidentally set that up to do it by itself, but I don't remember doing so. To be honest, I don't remember building the other wonder there either, but that might just be me. Anyway, I wanted it there. It's building it there, so we are pretty happy with that. We also encountered an abandoned research station adrift. Of course, we're going to investigate that. And sure, we can go and repair it, I suppose. Let's see. How do we actually do that? We have one of those things where we can go and we'll get a pop-up for that, I'm sure, but actually not too bothered with that at the moment. Just double checking. No, we definitely do not need protection. I think we'll do just fine, thank you. Those guys are building wonder after wonder after wonder. They are really doing their whole economy thing as well. Can't blame them. I mean, that's what they should be doing, but it's good to realize that that is exactly what they're doing. Now, let's see. So these bases, we have a small spaceport over here that we probably want to upgrade. Let's see. So if we upgrade it, it gets a lot of fighter base, things like that. It gets the docking bay V3, so that's a pretty useful thing to have. Let's just double check it actually also has a medical center. Yes, it does. A recreation center as well. Okay, that sounds just fine. Let's make sure we upgrade our research station as well. Well, let's just upgrade it first. Research lab V2. Yep. Save and exit. We can actually add something new here as well. So let's go to state bases. We can add a small spaceport that's actually larger and auto-generate one. Does it come with a med lab attached? No, it doesn't. We can probably take out one of these guns. Maybe even more than one of these guns, to be honest, but we definitely want a medical facility on this planet because it gives a nice little buff to the people below, and we can probably also fit in a recreation center. There we go. So that should take care of that. It has some shields, it has a sensor array, starfighter base. I'm actually inclined to remove some of these. How large are these? 50. Could actually fit a large starfighter bay in as well. So I'm actually wondering if we just take out all of these. How much room do we have? So we have about 350. So we could actually fit in a large bay. Well, we definitely need a docking bay as well. But actually the docking bay is small. So what we could do is we are going to fit in a large starfighter bay. One docking bay. And then we have not enough crew capacity, but we can fix that in a moment. We have some size left. So what we're going to do here is I actually want another fighter bay. Why can't I put in another medium starfighter bay? That's strange. Let's put in a crew systems. There we go. Now we have more than enough crew capacity. All components. There we go. One docking bay, 3 medium starfighter bays, and then 1 large starfighter bay. Should make for a nice that's not a medium space station, but either way a space station Mark II. And let's save that and go with that. What else? What else? These are the civilian bases. Let's go with the civilian bases. These should be updated automatically. Not entirely sure if they are, so let's just force them to be upgraded. This is a large mining station, sure. I didn't want to upgrade that. I just wanted to make sure that we can't add anything new. We can actually add a monitoring station, so let's just add one of those. They're basically just here to scan the environment. Let's save and exit and do that. What else? What else? What else? Well, we could check out the ships. Those should take care of itself, so not really anything that we need to add there. There's a small freighter. Can't we actually make new, larger freighters? Let's see, civilian ship. Yeah, we have large freighters, we have medium freighters. Let's just auto-generate a design for that. And have it have the extremely original name of medium freighter. So now we have a small one, a medium one. Let's add a new one as well. And let's also add a larger one. Now, honestly, I don't know if the AI, civilian AI, prefers larger, medium, or small ones, but we might as well just have the options available to them, and they can pick themselves. I mean, we have 1,000 smaller freighters, so that suggests to me that we might want some of the larger ones as well. But yeah, let's see. Mining ships. When it comes to mining ships, we have this mining ship over here. This just says mining ship, which is 446. It's probably a medium one, so let's add a large one as well. Let's add that to the list. And then what else? Passenger ships. We have this one. It's a size of 449, and we look at this, we have definitely larger ones available to us as well. So let's just auto generate a large passenger ship. There we go. And that should take care of that. Now, let's go to the state bases that we already did, so we don't have to worry about that. And then the state ships. We have a battleship design. Let's sort by role. We have a troop transport that we definitely need to go and upgrade. I think that should take care of itself. It has some ion cannons, working like intended. This is the V2 version, so that's definitely what we want. We have large troop compartments now, so that should allow it to fit some more in it. Let's make sure we actually are using the latest design of that. Troop transports, medium transports. Yeah, we are definitely using the correct size of that. Let's upgrade the Zeppelins as well. Let's just upgrade the frigates. I don't necessarily want to redo all of these things. I already set them up with missiles mostly. Basically, as long as you set them up once, it will try to adjust the design in such a way that it will stick to missiles, for example, if that's what you initially put in there. So if I upgrade this missile destroyer, we should still see it with missiles attached. It is using up most of the room for all its other systems. It also has some starfighters, so working like intended right there. Same, we have a missile cruiser here as well that actually has some torpedoes, a tractor beam, and some point defense as well. This is a pretty hefty ship. It's also a really expensive ship, don't get me wrong. But in case we want some of those, we have them. Now we can upgrade our constructors as well. We can upgrade our colony ships just in case. And we have a battleship available to us as well that we definitely want to upgrade. This one actually has some of the larger concussion missiles that do a lot of damage. These guys also come with several starfighter base and a huge amount of shields and shields. So taking one of these down is definitely not easy. They are also really, really expensive. They take 2k per year just to maintain one of them. I am wondering though, do you only have vector engines? Does that allow you to go to warp? Seems like it. Yeah, seems it does. I'm just wondering what. Oh, so it's the vector engine. I was thinking about the thrust vectors that we had before. These are just little kind of thruster engines. So I was like, why are you not using a proper engine? But apparently it decided to use these engines over the other ones. But that's fine for now. Okay, so save and exit. So we can upgrade all of our ships. We don't want you to automatically redesign yourself though, so let's make sure that you don't. And now, because we set all of our ships to defend or attack or whatever they are doing, they will actually focus on retrofitting themselves as well as soon as they're in position. So that should take care of a lot of that. Now I think of it, I'm actually wondering if we check our bases, our base designs. Let's go back to that for a moment. So these space stations, let's edit these. Do we have any form of trade facilities in here? Now I do actually have to look for a moment where these things are. Where are you? The Commerce Center. Yeah, there's no Commerce Center in here, I think. Why can't I add that in? Oh, I can't do that because it's already in use. Okay, well, then we're just going to upgrade this. We don't want a hyperdrive in our space station. We want a commerce center. There we go. Yeah, that should give us a trade bonus. And why not add 2? There we go. Save and exit. And to be honest, we probably want to do the same thing here. If we can. So how much room do we need for one of those trade bonuses? 25. So we'll need to take out 19 of something. I think we take down one of these. Yep. Commerce Center, there we go, save. And we might as well add in a Commerce Center here as well. Um, no, actually, let's not do that. There we go. Okay, so that takes care of a lot of things that we really needed to get done. Do you want to build a whole lot of stuff? How did we get 2 billion? Wow. Apparently the game was running while we were designing that. I didn't notice. And now we have a suggestion to build a huge amount of ships. I am really much inclined to press yes here, just to see what happens. So I'm actually going to do exactly that. And hopefully it won't be a disaster. Well, oh, it actually just went away. That's a shame. But we can definitely invest in some new ships if we want to. We are researching quite a few new things as well. And yeah, once our ships are all upgraded, I think they should be working on that quite quickly. There we go. We have all our fleets now getting upgraded as well. They're getting position mostly. To be honest, they are moving so much around because we set them to be a bit more aggressive. So we probably want to reduce that quite a bit, just to make sure we don't have to wait for them to get all of their stuff done all the time. Because moving around actually takes so much time every now and then. It's really inconvenient if... It's telling us to build 25 battleships, 50 cruisers, 45 destroyers. If I do that, I'm going to be extremely broke. I mean, we're earning a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but this is going to completely destroy our economy, I'm pretty sure. Are you trying to trick me, game? Are you trying to trick me? I think you are. We definitely do not want to look at what happens if you press that button. 25 destroyers. It's just trying to get me to spend my money. it's improving the amount of it's increasing the amount of ships actually every time. But yeah, we do really have some leeway to build some more ships. So in that regard, it's not completely crazy. We now have access to more cruisers as well. So what we could actually do now is automatically update some of these designs. Maybe. I'm actually wondering if we do that, if it will automatically stick to the design, but improve the design, upgrading it as we have been doing basically. That should be interesting to try out. You can always reset the designs if that's what we want to do. Latest designs, active designs, I should say. All types. Latest designs, that is what we want to do. These are all active. Let's sort. I think we can afford to do this now. Building a planetary defense system over here might actually not be a bad idea, because if we're going to attack these guys, we are definitely going to be attacked in that specific location if we are not defending it properly. It wants us to build a space station over there. That's probably not a bad idea either, considering this is a pretty good place to refuel, defend, etc. The Great Hunt has occurred. Well, that's nice. We have now better shields. It also really wants me to build a space station over there. And once again, I think it's because it's in a relatively strategic position, because we don't really have any other good space stations out here other than the one over here. That just gives us a little bit more options in terms of how we spread out our fleets and things like that. And honestly, we could probably start preparing a little bit for more war. As you can see, most of our fleets are now trying to retrofit, which is a good thing, and we definitely want them to do so. We don't want a planetary defense system all the way in the back of our area. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Did we ever take down this fleet over here? don't think we did. So that's probably something we could solve by repair and attack. And do we have any other pirates in our systems still? We have something going on this system. It's all those Gravelex apparently being really annoying. So you guys can actually go and take out these guys. Where is Belarium? There's a lot of ships that we can actually investigate. Yeah, again, this is in a pretty good position where it might get attacked. So as you can see, the AI is giving us some pretty decent suggestions, other than the fact that it wants to completely go broke on ships. And we are probably going to be building quite a few ships, but definitely not as it is suggesting to us now. Special Operations Barracks at Gurki 4 is probably something we could do. I really like actually producing troops on our main base. And yeah, let's make sure we take out that defense platform. Now, in the next episode, what I want to do is really start working towards a fleet. And then probably mop up some of these smaller colonies over here, and then work our way towards actually invading these guys over here, so we can really make sure that we take control of the Sol system, because of course this is going to be vital to our human origin story. And as soon as we are able to really colonize this system, we will need some more defenses and stuff like that, but we don't want that to be in the middle of these hostile aliens. So that is definitely something we can focus on. Will be in the next episode, probably. I'm likely going to build up the fleet a little bit before that. I think it was quite useful to kind of see me go through all of the bases, make sure we put some of the upgraded stuff in there. Which actually reminds me, we put in V2 commerce centers, and now we are researching the V3. So let's actually go and check out the state-based design. Latest designs, latest buildable designs. Civilian bases. Let's just edit this for a moment. Yeah, it actually did upgrade its commerce center to V3. I think it was V2 that we put in. So that's working like intended. Alright, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Not too much happening, it's a lot of economic stuff, but I think it's useful to kind of see me go methodically through that. My language is apparently breaking down as we are finishing up this episode, so it's probably a good moment to stop. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you are still here at the end, you are awesome. Make sure that you like and subscribe and comment to the videos in order to help out the algorithm, and I will catch you in the next one.